What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Ringside Mafia. We are reacting to another video again. And so, it's a pretty simple one. As you can tell, I'm going to transfer my screen over just a bit. We are doing, you can read the title at the top. It's when MJF destroys AEW wrestlers on the microphone. As we know, MJF is probably the best speaker in all of wrestling right now. Maybe not because The Rock's kind of back and he's still got his style. He's got his mojo. But
I don't
we just want to see MJF just absolutely shit talk people. So I'm all for it. I know Caleb is for sure.
I personally, I'm more of the opinion that MJF is probably marginally better than The Rock on the mic right now.
Let's see right
Rock still
now.
has.
Yeah,
Rock just came back, so his mic skills are a little bit rusty.
yeah. The dude shows up like every 3 years now,
I know.
but now he's kind of back full time. So, anyways, so if you guys want to see more content like this, you guys know your thing. Do your thing. 21. Shouldn't have said that, but okay. We're just gonna get into this video. So, are you ready?
1 minute.
All right then.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Shout out to Viper and Carnage Show for making these awesome compilations, by the way. I think he has like 3 different channels, but they're all just named differently, and it's all just compilations like these. But this is what we're reacting to, and these are amazing. So let's get straight into this. I'm already smiling because this is gonna be good.
It is gonna be really good.
Damn. Okay. Oh, I remember this one.
Oh my God, turkey tits, you cannot be serious right now. Shut your mouth, dude. Next question. Hey, Brandy, you can add a real man.
Oh my Jesus.
Shut up. Shut up. We are all on Team AEW. For now until 2024, but that's fine. We can talk about that later. We can talk about it later. The big man in the back, too. Make sure he hoards all that money so he can give it to all the new ex-WWE guys he keeps bringing in.
This promo was
I
mad first time I watched
remember
this.
That single line just destroyed my confidence in AEW.
You, Mark, fireman, scrawny little pigeon-toed ass. Back to Billy Corgan's NWA. On YouTube, where
Oh my God, we got anime ads now, bro. Are you serious?
You gotta get YouTube Premium.
I need to get YouTube Premium.
Oh my God, the best there ever will. Actually, scratch that. That catchphrase sucks. Easy there, Seabiscuit, easy. Cause I'm John freaking Moxley. That guy, is that who we're talking about? With all due respect, when I think of Jonathan, only one word comes to mind.
Say with all due respect and then say something insulting like that.
Renee, with all due respect, shut your mouth. Listen. You
Yeah.
are so
With all due
skinny
respect, shut
and
your
so
mouth.
white that if this were the 80s, Hogan would have snorted ya.
I watched this segment live, and it was so funny when I
was
first
a
heard that line.
Top tier promo.
Wrestling MJF.
The wife of my best friend, my mentor, the roller coaster, the American nightmare. It's a shame you can't eat
The
all
roller
the meat, but that
coaster.
way you're pretty on the inside too. So what do we
You know, it's funny, that exact video was on my recommended before I pulled this video up. That exact video was on my recommended.
It was on mine too. That's how I saw it. It was what I recommended. That line was so killer. I love that line. Like he probably thought of that beforehand, but dude, I don't even blame him. That line was so good. I would memorize it to say it. That's how good it is.
Yeah, I think this next one is about Ken Jeong. I think Freddie Prince is in this segment too. I love Freddie Prince.
On ABC, Dr. Ken. Oh wait, that's right, we can't, cause it got canceled. I love my wife. I love my baby daughter. I love this business. I'm gonna punch you so hard in the face, you're gonna have no choice but to spit out CM Punk's jockstrap. You are no different than your worthless, drug-addicted mentor, William Regal, who I gladly sent home to the hospital. Hey, brain damage Brian, I'm up here, buddy. I found the only hot chick in all of Colorado. Oh, Brian, that sucks, buddy. I thought you were the best in the world. What happened? I'd like to take this chance to speak to your children watching at home. Hi, Birdie.
That's fucked.
Hi, buddy.
You know you're gonna get a killer MJF like catchphrase and like line when he says he's gonna talk to your kids.
What if he wins? Yeah, that would suck.
The 125-pound emo kid.
So you're saying you don't want to see me wrestle him?
I unironically miss like him and Wardlow together.
Change into my gear and wrestle him tonight in an impromptu main event. I know you're dumb, but I didn't know you were deaf. I asked you a question. We ain't in Chicago right now, are we? No, no, no. We are in crappy Cleveland. I can only imagine the reason you came out here so fast is because you confused my entrance music for an ice cream truck. Kid, you call me kid one more time, I'm gonna knock your teeth down your throat. Watch out. CM Punk, that having an undefeated streak in a string of underwhelming matches against underwhelming opponents, that just made you the new Ryback.
I wonder what Ryback thought of that.
That email made me want to kill
He probably actually posted his reaction on it because he's all over social media. It's kind of crazy how he's actually really not a good wrestler, and people look at him for like a lot of wrestling advice, and it's like ridiculous because he's not a very good wrestler.
All Ryback does is cause drama on social media. Seriously, dude. Like,
He's not a good wrestler. He's not really a good. He's actually really not a good promo guy. He like what is he?
I think he blamed CM Punk for his injuries when he caused them.
That's bullshit because he literally threw CM Punk onto the concrete ground. There was no CM Punk didn't like shuffle off his back and landed on his head on the concrete like by his own accord. He got slammed. And it was so funny. The CM Punk interview was so freaking funny where he was like listen, you better tell me right now that you're dumb as fuck, or you did that on purpose. And you missed the table on purpose. And then,
Well, seriously though, yeah.
He said that Ryback said, "I'm sorry, I'm dumb as fuck." And it was so funny. It was so funny.
Jesus. All right then.
about to verbally finish you quicker than your UFC
UFC
career.
career.
You sit
Top
there
10 lines.
on your phones, tweeting out your opinions. You don't know shit.
There is one specific line of his. I hope it's in here.
Sincerely sorry about that. Time to shine.
Okay, look, Cody Rhodes like. Okay, look, he has like Cody obviously has a lisp, but it's not that bad. It is not that bad of a lisp.
It's
I can think of a
not
few
lisp,
people that have
but
worse
this
lisps.
Is this is the funniest shit you're about to watch. It's so fucking funny. With like, look at the microphone. He kicks it.
Since you are all from Cincinnati. I'm looking at
Your
you.
time to shine, man. Drops it.
And they were both very tight for their whole entire lives, and now all of a sudden this guy just can turn his back on Cody. Completely despicable action. I'm still talking. I'm sorry. Completely despicable action.
Have a conversation, Brian Pillman.
Oh God.
Hey, Pillman, we need to talk. Good God. Brian, you may have all these schmucks twisted, but I know who you really are, man. I'm a strap Wardlow to a cross just like Jesus. How about that? You don't work for AEW. You work
I don't see. That was like my one line. I don't like.
Elevate your Fortnite gameplay with our cutting-edge profile and
Nobody cares about Fortnite right now. I surely don't.
Fortnite ad. Oh, this is funny because he was wearing it.
Wait.
Disguise the bruise.
Wait here. Look at my cursor. Look at Darby Allin in this corner right here. He's doing like the mime time thing.
Oh, that was MJF is the only pillar that matters.
I'm sorry, I knocked his Brit.
Well, I mean, okay, so Sammy Guevara hasn't done shit really. Darby Allin is competing alongside Sting. Jungle Boy's irrelevant. So yeah, it's basically just MJF.
He's literally MJF is the only MJF and maybe Darby Allin, but like, I mean, Darby Allin hasn't been close to the AEW championship, like, really at all. Like, he has not been close.
I will say like MJF, he's not under contract with AEW right now, but if he was, he'd probably be the most important. But it's got to be Darby. He's literally the only one
MJF
that really
has to
does
do
anything.
something- MJF has to do something very soon because his like, I think he's top tier talent, but even I think top tier talent right now he has to do something. He has to go back to AEW or go to WWE, or he is like screwed.
It all depends because
Because
he's literally injury riddled right now though. His entire body is just screwed up.
Are you sure that most of those are actual injuries and not just gimmick injuries? Like
They're all real injuries.
okay.
He injured, I think it was his shoulder. I think it was his shoulder during his match with Jay White at Full Gear last November. He injured that, and he's been wrestling on it since. I don't remember
Yeah,
if it was
that
his
was
shoulder or
bad.
something else, but yeah, it's something along those lines.
Injured his leg when he was with fighting Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, something like that.
Revolution.
Joe, if you play your cards right, you're next. I am going to kill you. Maryland is an abortion!
I actually really liked that match.
Who all you want, you dumb, worthless, fat pieces of shit? We're not even on TV yet. Boo all you want, I don't give a... Now you keep your mouth shut before we come back from break.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, this was funny.
What the fuck? Settle down, settle down.
That's a
Just
funny
getting
cut.
started. No way I'm wrestling in this cesspool here in Atlantic City. No shot. Listen up, buddy. As much as I love the whole school shooter mime on a skateboard, Darby Allin was but a wee little boy. He decided to hop in the car with his drunken, sloppy, alcoholic uncle.
This is gonna get bad.
A little accident. Your uncle died that night. That night, the wrong man died. These people are disgusting, fickle little monsters.
that was,
So I turned my back on them before they had the
very odd
opportunity
promo.
to turn their back on me. If Lance Storm and Dean Malenko were somehow able to procreate and have a child, it would still be more charismatic than you. To listen to some
he's pretty right if you go by the AEW Bryan Danielson. He's totally right.
You bland bitch.
Oh, here's a good segment.
LA, I know you're not bright here, but Daddy's holding the microphone, okay?
Take a shit on.
Piper was actually talented enough to main event a WrestleMania. If I'm not starting to be shown the proper respect around here, maybe I'll main event a Mania too.
Excuse me, Max. We are a little over a week away from Double or Nothing, where your AEW World Championship will be.
He's sweating so bad. You see that shit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Konnichiwa, bud. What's up? I believe it's take a shitta.
How long is this?
Around here, we speak American, okay, bud?
Minutes like.
Oh no.
His fucking
You don't
face.
like me, huh? One thing, I don't care what you guys think, considering the fact you actually think Britt Baker is talented. Hit my music. I don't want to look at these schmucks a second longer. Freddie Prinze Jr.'s in the house tonight.
Yeah, Freddie.
I know Freddie. You ain't nothing
Yeah.
more than a Scooby-Dooby douchebag.
She's All That was such a banger movie. I don't care what anyone says.
Robotically kissing ass all over the place. This is PG punk. 'Cause you might as well be coming out here.
This is best
preaching
line.
Hustle, loyalty, and respect. I can see
This is
you.
my favorite
It's
line
about time
because it's so freaking good.
Belly off in the room
Might as well be coming out and you're preaching hustle, loyalty, and respect.
2024? That's funny, neither does the guy in the back. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I think the one thing AEW did wrong, specifically Tony Khan, was letting MJF talk about the bidding war like every week. I think that was not a good idea.
I think it totally would have been a good idea if MJF wasn't injured.
Well, he was talking about it way before then either. Like as soon as like he came back to challenge CM Punk, and then CM Punk got into that brawl out situation, he's been talking about it ever since that.
I think it's good. It makes it feel real.
I don't think so.
Like,
Well, I don't
like
think
it's
so because
really-
it is real. It is a real thing.
well, I think it's real. Like his contract, but I think it was like the when he discussed it with Tony. I think he legitimately is gonna like promise he'd sign with AEW, and that it was just like a storyline that they were gonna do.
I don't know. Either way, it really doesn't matter. I would love to see MJF in WWE, but if he's in AEW still, by the time he comes back and he's fully healthy and he signs a contract, then I'm not gonna be like disappointed.
How sick would it be? Just think about this, okay? How cool would it be for MJF not only to come back, or not only to go to WWE, but he teams up and is in a faction with Cody Rhodes?
I don't know.
Oh, what about a faction between Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and MJF?
That'd be so unlikely to happen, though.
With Brandy as the manager.
That's just weird.
That would be sick.
It'd be like, maybe on paper. I don't know, it's just like, there's some,
But,
yeah.
but think about it. Think about it. Okay, so the fallout after Cody, let's say at WrestleMania, I think what's going to happen is Cody's obviously going to beat Roman at WrestleMania. I don't know how he's going to do it. Part of me thinks that The Rock is going to interfere and then help Cody win, even though, like he's going to change face because Rock doesn't really like being heel. So he's probably going to help Cody become champion and then become a face again at WrestleMania. But if he doesn't do that, then I think they could do a really good opportunity, and they could. And if MJF comes to WWE and like is somehow healed up, like in like a few months, then what they could do is obviously there's going to be a fallout to the WrestleMania match. Roman Reigns is going to try not only to get the championship back from Cody Rhodes as a singles match, most likely there's going to be a war between the Bloodline and Cody. So Cody might form a faction between like Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and if MJF goes, then MJF too. And it might be a faction war, the Bloodline versus Cody's faction. Alternatively, instead of Kevin Owens, it might be Jay.
Probably.
Versus the Bloodline.
Thing is, though, Roman Reigns would be out anyways because he's taking a hiatus after WrestleMania. Either way, if he wins or loses.
Why?
I don't know. That's what he said, and it was reported.
He's gonna lose then.
Well, yeah, he's probably going to be on a hiatus for a few months too, so he's definitely going to lose the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this up.
Don't worry about it. Maybe I take that title to a real wrestling company. And I'm holding the microphone, you bums! Keep your mouth shut! National hero, the game.
I'll hold the microphone,
Is
you
what's
bums.
best for business. It's a real shame that your drug-addicted mother, Methany.
Oh, I meant-
What your mother should have done
I meant
28
Melanie.
years ago. I am going to abort.
Oh my god, dude.
You folks used to think Bret Hart was actually entertaining. No offense, I think we all know Shawn was much better, let's be honest.
Somebody, for the love of God, beat me clean. Without me, this company ain't shit. You can keep bringing in these guys that came from BKM, because the only 3 letters.
Hi, Tony Schiavone, a fat old prick. You're not gonna do a damn thing because you're a low-down coward, just like everybody in this podunk arena.
Well, all right. Guess that was a good way to end it off.
I want MJF to be in a stable with Cody Rhodes if he goes to WWE. But I want it to ultimately culminate into a storyline where maybe not WrestleMania, but a big pay-per-view at the start, they end up feuding, and like a big pay-per-view, they end up having a match against each other.
I don't know exactly who I want MJF to fight first if he came to WWE.
I like MJF and everything, and I want MJF to like go to WWE, but at the same time, I'd only accept it if Triple H quickly makes WWE TV 14.
It would just make, yeah, it would just give MJF basically the same stuff that he had at AEW. No restrictions, nothing.
Is AEW TV 14?
I'm pretty sure. They say cuss words all the time, and they also bleed a lot.
I thought AEW was more than TV 14.
Maybe it's TV mature audience. I don't know. I can
I think
look
it's
it up.
TV mature. They say stuff that like is vile.
What is AEW's TV rating? Oh, it's TV 14.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. So I want WWE to become TV 14. Then we're in business. Like MJF goes there, then it's like he will flourish.
There needs to be like some. Obviously, AEW's doing the Forbidden Door with New Japan. WWE needs to do a Forbidden Door with a company.
WWE, I think WWE, is the best when it comes to like who deserves the keys to the kingdom, of wrestling. I think WWE does deserve it. But especially under Triple H, because he's doing a phenomenal job of booking right now. The thing that a little bit like bothersome is how WWE does have the keys to the kingdom for wrestling, but why do they need to gatekeep it in the first place? Like, why can't we just have like more connectivity with like wrestling companies? Like, it would be really cool if WWE bought out like Ring of Honor and actually made Ring of Honor like a separate branch of itself, just like AEW. That would be really cool. It would be even more cool because a lot of the stars from Ring of Honor made their way to WWE.
Yeah, and several have even went back to Ring of Honor / AEW.
Yeah, hell, like I think there's been at least 3 Ring of Honor champions who were also WWE World Heavyweight Champions.
I can think of some off the top of my head.
Rollins.
Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan. I think Adam Cole might. Well, Adam Cole wasn't a world champion in WWE. He was NXT champion, but I would still count that, to be honest with you.
I would kind of count that because it's the NXT champion. It's the championship of the brand, the main one.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
He has.
Oh my God. Oh shoot. Oh. Perkaholic cost 3 killjoys.
Are you on BO3 right now? Alright, anyway, so okay, enough about that. I'm trying to think. Okay, so another issue I have right now. Oh, that's cool, by the way. Sorry. Another issue I have is that the fact. Okay, AEW and Ring of Honor, it's the same thing. It's just 2 companies merged and they're owned by the same person. You could literally distinguish Ring of Honor and AEW as the same exact thing. There are 2 problems that I have with it. If you count titles total, they have 19 total championships between both companies. And
yeah, they have too many guys on the roster, and they have too many championships.
And also another thing is that AEW needs to have a brand split.
Yeah, they do.
They need to distinguish and I understand they have 3 shows. They have Dynamite, they have Rampage, and they have Collision. And then they have Dark, which is not even aired on live television. So, but that doesn't count. Between those 3 brands, you got to distinguish AEW wrestlers because you actually have such a broader roster than people think. You got to distinguish those 3 brands with certain wrestlers going on each brand, and all the Ring of Honor guys staying with Ring of Honor.
You put it perfectly.
It's like, here, I'm gonna look up something real quick.
Something that I also think needs to happen is I don't even think he should have hired them in the first place. He needs to actually lay off a lot of guys. I hate saying that, but it's true. They don't have enough. They don't even have close to enough TV time to actually include everybody. So they need to get rid of a lot of guys. And Tony blundered mega hard. I don't think he. Maybe he thought he'd beat WWE like really quick or something like that, which wouldn't happen. Like you'd have to be an idiot to think that. Maybe he thought he'd beat them quick and they'd like crumble or something if he grabbed all of their like old stars. Did not happen that way.
Here, here, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna share my screen with you.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think it already. Yeah, no, it already is. Okay, so, we're gonna capture. Oh, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna look at this right now. This is the AEW roster. So there's 8 championships on AEW, but it's held by about 11 wrestlers.
Yeah, because
Now-
some of them are tag team.
Now, if we go to Ring of Honor, there are 6 championships held by 9 people.
Yep.
This in itself, Eddie Kingston right here. Eddie Kingston has a contract with AEW, but he is the Ring of Honor World Champion. If you're gonna make him World Champion, you got to put him on Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. Same with like Bullet Club Gold, for example. The Guns and Jay White. They're the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Champions. They just beat the Mogul Embassy a few weeks back to win the titles. These guys should be in Ring of Honor.
It's nuts that you put it better. That you like came. You are like very young, right? You put it better than like 40-year-old Booker,
Well, because I know how it is. Like people like.
and you're like a child. Not actually, but you know what I mean. Like
Damn, okay.
comparatively. Well, you know what I mean. Like comparatively.
My
Like,
thing
to
is,
that
it's like
guy, you're like a child.
I may be more of a WWE fan, but at the same time, I oversee all of the main wrestling companies,
Yeah.
and I know what happens. Like, I know what happens in there. Literally, if we look at this right now, there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 wrestlers. There are 8 wrestlers contracted with AEW that are Ring of Honor champions. Yes, Athena is contracted under AEW. Obviously, you know, Wheeler Yuta is part of the Blackpool Combat Club. Matt Taven and Michael Bennett of the Kingdom, or the Undisputed Kingdom, they're in AEW. They're with Adam Cole. And then Bullet Club Gold, we know about them. The only real Ring of Honor champion is Kyle Fletcher.
The frick.
And that says a lot. And then we look at this roster right here. There are guys that are actually under contract with AEW that are on the Ring of Honor roster. For example, Eddie Kingston, Ethan Page, Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia. Who else we got? There's got to be some other AEW wrestlers in here. No, not Mercedes Martinez. Well, she was with AEW, but now she's not. Wheeler Yuta. That's pretty much the only other guys that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
And then Matt Taven and Michael Bennett. But
AEW is like terrible at dispersing their talent. They have like really good talent, but they have too much of it.
exactly.
You can't like. Tony needs to find a way to have more TV time, so maybe like get his own network. Have his own network and like, which would take too much time, a lot of money, be a pain in the ass. He'd have to do that in order to get more TV time for all his wrestlers, which he's not going to do, most likely. I highly doubt he's going to do that. Or he's going to have to, unfortunately, let some guys go. Otherwise, I mean, this is like WCW, legitimately.
This is
like
exactly like WCW. Yeah.
Like WCW hired like Bret Hart, for example, a great talent like Bret Hart, would have made them a lot of money had they used him that much. I mean, he didn't even do that many matches. I think he did like 10 matches, maybe.
Yeah.
He did nothing in WCW. He was getting paid so much money for doing nothing.
For real.
It just does it. This is what AEW is doing. They have so much like talent, and conveniently, they're all from WWE, like WWE's old guys. So like I guess it's supposed to be some sort of statement, like they'll get treated better here, but in reality, they're just not working anymore because they're not doing anything for AEW.
I think Ring of Honor at least should like merge into like some kind of developmental brand for AEW.
I agree. Like NXT of AEW.
There needs to be some more of the younger wrestlers on Ring of Honor. Like here, if we look, these top two guys right here, Aaron Solo and Action Andretti. These two are fantastic young wrestlers that would be great for Ring of Honor. Just Ring of Honor. Action Andretti
Yeah,
has been
but
featured more on it, but he needs to be like actually there.
yeah, it's a big mistake how like there's literally no difference between Ring of Honor and AEW.
There isn't, which sucks, but they're actually within this year. There should be a difference
Should
now.
be.
Like
There should be a difference.
all of the guys that I would say like are the biggest talent that both companies have. Like here examples like Adam Cole, Adam Copeland, Adam Page, the Acclaimed, the House of Black. All of those guys, they should be in AEW because they are the best of the best and they are top tier wrestlers.
The Acclaimed is so good, by the way.
The Acclaimed is amazing, and like here's another issue
They're
right
some of
here.
my favorite parts of AEW.
So Claudio Castagnoli and Christopher Daniels, both labeled on the Ring of Honor roster, are labeled on the AEW roster. There's got to be some sort of distinguishing going on here. Seriously, like Claudio Castagnoli should be with AEW. Christopher Daniels should be with Ring of Honor.
Why? Why would he be with Ring of Honor?
Christopher Daniels has been a staple of Ring of Honor and like TNA as well, but mostly Ring of Honor.
I agree with you, but if we're going by like level of talent, he's definitely above all of the other Ring of Honor guys.
Thing is, with Christopher Daniels though, he's the type of wrestler that would help excel the younger talent. He would be kind of be used for that.
I agree with you, but if you want to argue that, then you should be able to concede that other wrestlers that are AEW material should go to Ring of Honor.
Oh, like here, these two guys right here from Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. These guys are amazing wrestlers, but given how young they are, they should be in Ring of Honor.
It's kind of a conundrum because you feel like you're insulting wrestlers by putting them in like the Ring of Honor category, for wrestling. In reality, it doesn't matter. You just want a place for them to be able to show off their abilities, so maybe they can move up wherever they are.
And they've been doing that more in the last year. Well, not necessarily Dante Martin because he snapped his ankle in half like a year ago, but Darius Martin and now Dante Martin, they should both show. They have more ability to showcase their skills and talent on Ring of Honor because they'll get more TV time. Same goes for guys like Griff Garrison. Not really familiar with this guy that much, but he looks like some promising young talent that should be on Ring of Honor. I think Jay Lethal was an integral part of Ring of Honor at one point. Yeah, you really just like if you really just go through the list, you can tell which wrestlers are better to be on Ring of Honor and which wrestlers should be on AEW. And it's crazy because
wrestlers that would be better in more of like a mainstream environment. This is why I actually, despite what you said, I still think that Christopher Daniels should be in AEW. Christopher Daniels is a top tier talent and is genuinely the type of guy to be in a main event. It would be a huge missed opportunity if he wasn't in like a main event style match between like him and Samoa Joe for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. That would be a huge missed opportunity because like they were both TNA guys,
right.
Like it would be a very dope match.
And like, what was I about to say? I literally just spaced on what I was gonna say. I feel like some guys you don't really know much about should also be on Ring of Honor.
I agree. It should be like Ring of Honor should be like a showing off kind of ground for like other like wrestling companies, Not that their AEW's gonna let them go or anything, but just as like just in case, here's what they can do, type of thing. Give wrestlers more freedom to do things. Go to other brands maybe for like a night, things like that. I think that should all be allowed.
For real, like
wrestlers should go to other brands.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, okay, we're We're gonna talk about this guy right here for a minute. Mark Briscoe. Rest in peace, Jay. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. I'm still to this day heartbroken that Jay passed away. These two were literally, they made the best tag team in history of Ring of Honor. However, given Mark's track record, he could really go either way. He's now by himself. I hate saying that, but he's now by himself. He did fantastic in the Continental Classic tournament. And really he's a good fit for either brand, really. Just Ring of Honor or AEW. You could put him in either of those two, and he'll excel beyond your expectations.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, it's like there's a bunch of guys you
Like how
don't really know
we
about.
haven't said a single word about the woman wrestlers.
Yeah, I gotta even see like who the roster is for women's wrestlers.
It's so hard to book women in wrestling. Like it feels like anyway, because how often it gets wrong. I don't even watch it.
Well, it's not even that. It's like when you have 5 times the amount of male wrestlers than you do women wrestlers. Like, it's not your fault, but I mean, still, it's like there's no other area to put TV time for these girls.
Always like I just can't do it. The only sport that I think I genuinely watch like women like fight in, that's like I feel like is awesome and like not only awesome but is better than the men, is in UFC fighting. Like,
And that's what sucks too.
Which is funny because it was actually now it's included the WWE together. The women fighting in UFC is awesome. Like they fight just as hard, if not harder, than the men.
Yes.
Like I never thought that it would be watching two women beat the shit out of each other would be so compelling, but it is. It is compelling.
I'm gonna say one more thing, and then we'll end this video. AEW has a giant misuse of tag teams and trios and stables.
Yes, I was gonna talk about that.
Because here, what's a good example? Okay, well, Pac's injured, and Ray Phoenix is injured too, so we can't.
They've done the House of Black good though, so far.
They've done the House of Black phenomenal. That's what I really like. That's what I really like.
Who's your daddy?
La Facción Ingobernable. Roosh and I forgot who else was it. Andrade was in that faction before he left. That was a huge mishap of a faction.
Andrade's done the double. I forgot. Andrade has done the double thing. He's gone from WWE to AEW and then back to WWE again.
Yeah.
He's done the full circle. The triangle.
Actually, we'll add another thing that I want to talk about. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think AEW has a wellness policy.
I don't think so either.
Because if they did, Jon Moxley would not be bleeding as much in matches as he is.
He's gonna die from blood loss, or like a staph infection or something.
Well, he says he has some sort of disease already. I don't know if it's from the bleeding, but he has some sort of disease already.
That's kind of scary.
It is. It really is. Another thing about the wellness policy, Darby Allin. Seriously, if Darby Allin keeps taking like these crazy huge bumps, like I think he once jumped off a ladder onto Jeff Hardy onto a pile of chairs.
Yep.
He's gonna, if he keeps up with stunts like that, he's gonna end up in a wheelchair by the time he's like 40 or 50, and he's 30.
I'm all for like having a shorter career, but like a really good one, than a long career that's not memorable at all. So I am supportive of like the whole like, be good but have a shorter career than be bad but have a longer one. But this is just too far. Like Darby Allin needs to stop. Like he's not only gonna have a short career, he's gonna have a very short career.
Yes. All right, and then Colt Cabana, boom, boom. Okay, anyways, that's going to be it for the video today. So if you guys did enjoy this, namely this video right here, and our giant AEW Ring of Honor debate, please leave a like.
It was not a debate.
It was like a debate or like argument, kind of,
It
on
was
things
not an
that should.
argument.
What should we call it then?
It was like a discussion. Is probably the best way to put it.
Everything-
That's probably the exact way to put it.
Everything wrong with AEW. Yes.
Well, plus the MJF reaction. It started off as MJF reaction. Ended up. This is what we need to do. Actually, we need to do more stuff like this.
I agree.
So we need to do like everything wrong with WWE, everything wrong with AEW. I think if we were to do everything wrong with WWE, it would be a short list, though. There's really nothing that's super wrong with it.
There's nothing that's super wrong with it. Maybe if it was like, what was a really bad year during the WWE?
Well, what I mean is now. I'm assuming we're going to talk about now.
Well, yeah, we're obviously going to talk about it now, but like, if we were to talk about a
Because
certain
if they've
year,
already fixed it, then it's different.
I think maybe if it was like, if we're talking like super bad years, if it was maybe like, I want to say 20.
Probably 2019.
20, I was gonna say I was gonna say either 2015 or 2019. 2015 had some pretty awful stuff in it.
I think it had some awful stuff, but it also had some pretty good stuff, actually. 2015 had WrestleMania 31, one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time, not gonna lie. As well as genuinely good gimmicks, as well as the corporate, like the kind of the authority. I actually, so during the time, I thought it was terrible, boring, bad. But looking back on it, I actually really liked the authority, like, faction. I thought it was really good.
It was annoying at first, but then, yeah, I just got used to it.
Like, looking back on it, it was awesome. Like, it made WWE feel cool again. Like, it made it feel crazy. You thought it was real, kind of thing.
Yeah. All right, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, do your thing, and we will hop into some other video soon. Try to upload more on this channel because it's brand new still. We want you guys to experience the infidelity of the stuff that we talk about. So yeah.
The infidelity. Do you know what that word means?
I just said a random word, honestly. I wasn't even thinking. I just said a random word.
That does not mean what you think it means.
Oh, I know. I was just saying this some random word. That's another
What's
thing.
up, guys?
It's just some random.
We're gonna be all philandering on these coming videos.
We're gonna be absolutely like
Pounding these videos.
we're gonna be yeah. That's basically what I said, but in a more not so sexual form, I guess.
Very sexual form.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, just peace out, y'all. This is
Peace out.
a long video, but yeah, peace out.
Mog.